Hey, what's up, everybody? Dane here from Moving to Canada. I am here today to bring you the results of the latest Express Entry draw. We just had the 186th Express Entry draw take place a few minutes ago. As of the time I'm recording this, it is the afternoon of Wednesday, May 12th. So today's Express Entry draw was pretty predictable. It's what we've seen over the past few months. It was restricted to candidates with provincial nominations only. So only PNP candidates were considered in today's draw. And I'll just pull up the results on the Moving to Canada website. You can find a link to this page right down there in the description of the video if you want to read through this on your own. So let's go through today's draw results. As I said, it was PNP candidates only who were invited today. Relatively small draw, 557 invitations issued. And as is usually the case with these PNP specific draws, we see a pretty high CRS score up at 752 points. And that is usually what we see with PNPs because PNP candidates receive a 600 point boost added to their CRS score. So they typically have higher CRS scores, much higher CRS scores than the average Express Entry candidate. So that's why they are so high during these PNP specific draws. As you'll see, we've noted here that we expect a Canadian Experience class draw may take place on Thursday or Friday. That's the trend we've seen over the past few months. So stay tuned to our feed because we'll post another video if and when that happens. No promises, but if patterns are consistent, that's what we're thinking will happen. And then I did just want to give you guys a little bit of an update about the context surrounding the Express Entry policies, Canadian immigration right now, which of course continues to be defined by Canada's battle with COVID-19. So Canada is still in the midst of battling the third wave of COVID-19 infections. Canada is such a big country that it's very regional, the different battles with COVID-19. We've seen progress between the last video that we did 2 weeks ago and this one. There's been a lot of progress in many provinces. So provinces like Ontario are seeing numbers fall. Quebec is really seeing the numbers fall. British Columbia out on the west coast, and then we've had some flare-ups in other areas. So Alberta is currently the hot spot in Canada. There have been some flare-ups out in Nova Scotia, where I'm located. We're back in lockdown. It's not too bad out here, but the numbers have been increasing. So it's very touch and go, but the battle with the pandemic is still ongoing in Canada. On an optimistic note, as I've indicated here, Canada's vaccine program has really started accelerating in recent weeks. We now have more than 40% of the Canadian population who has received at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. And that's moving up by, it was at 30% last time we did a video about 2 weeks ago. So probably, 2 weeks from now when we're doing the next Express Entry draw announcements, it'll be up above, 50%, 1 in 2 people in Canada having at least one dose. So we're hoping we'll see, that impact the rate of infection in Canada. And hopefully once Canada reaches, a certain threshold of infection or of inoculation, restrictions will lift, travel restrictions will lift. All those COPR holders who are waiting outside the country to be able to travel will be able to come, and maybe we'll finally see some FSW draws take place in 2021 because we have yet to have a draw considering FSW or FST candidates this year. In the meantime, Canada continues to prioritize in Canada immigration applicants, both through these Express Entry draws that are restricted to CEC and PNP candidates, but also through some new immigration initiatives. We saw last week the launch of these 6 new pathways to permanent residence that will accept more than 90,000 essential workers and graduates. That launched last week. And just to give you a sense of how popular that was, they launched one stream for international graduates. That's people who completed education in Canada. They had 40,000 spots available, and all 40,000 were filled within 24 hours of the program launching. So Canadian immigration is very popular. There's a lot of high demand right now. And they are prioritizing in Canada candidates, at least during the pandemic. Hopefully, we'll see some optimistic news emerge in the weeks and months to come, though. So that's it for your Express Entry Draw update for today, Wednesday, May 12th. Thank you again for tuning in. And if you haven't already, I encourage you to create a free Moving to Canada account. I'll put a link right down there in the pinned comment. Click that link, create an account, takes about 30 seconds, and you get access to tons of free Canadian immigration resources, things like our Express Entry Roadmap, a free email education service that'll teach you all the basics of Express Entry, help you find out if you're a good candidate, and things like our Canadian resume template if you're thinking of applying for jobs in Canada. Just a ton of freebies. It's free to make an account, takes 30 seconds. Click the link in the pinned comment and get going on that. Otherwise, thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time we have Express Entry Draw results, probably in a day or two. Thanks so much.